Hi thinkers, welcome back to our channel. In this video, let us look into the Central Asian contexts and new elements in Indian society. As mentioned earlier, Central Asian rulers became completely Indianized in course of time. They absorbed in Indian society as warrior class, that is, Kshatriyas. In no other period of ancient Indian history were foreigners assimilated into Indian society on such a large scale as they were in post-Maurya times. Now, let us look into the aspects of religion and its cultural interaction. Some of the foreign rulers were converted to Vaishnavism. The Greek ambassador called Heliodorus set up a pillar in honor of Vishnu near Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh. This is a prelims point, please make note of it. Other rulers adopted Buddhism. Greek ruler Menander was converted to Buddhism. Conversation between Nagasena and Milinda on Buddhism was recorded in a book called Milinda Panho. I had discussed this in previous videos also. Please make note of it. The Kushan rulers worshipped both Shiva and Buddha, and the images of these two gods appeared in Kushan coins. This is also very important for prelims. Please make note of it. The origin of Mahayana Buddhism. Buddhism in its original form was too abstract for foreigners to follow. They wanted something concrete and intelligible. They did not appreciate the philosophical doctrines of Buddhism emphasized by existing Buddhist schools, which was Hinayana Buddhism. But in Mahayana or the Great Wheel, image of Buddha began to be worshipped and all sections were accepted irrespective of caste, creed, religion and gender. Kanishka became great patron of Mahayana Buddhism. He convened a Buddhist council in Kashmir where the Buddhist teachings were engraved on sheets of copper and deposited under a stupa. Stupa has not been discovered so far. Kanishka set up many stupas in memory of Buddha. This shows they patronized different religions like Buddhism, Vaishnavism, Shaivism, etc. This shows the differences in teachings between Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism. Please go through this. Gandhara Art. The Kushan Empire brought together masons and other artisans trained in different schools and countries. Indian craftsmen came into contact with the Greeks and the Romans, especially in the northwestern frontier of India in Gandhara. So, the interaction of Indian and Greek craftsmen led to the new art form called Greco-Roman style of art. In this form, the hair of Buddha was fashioned in the Greco-Roman style. Mathura produced beautiful images of Buddha. In Mathura, headless erect statue of Kanishka, whose name is inscribed on its lower part, is found. Gandhara school also produced several stone images of Vardhamana Mahavira. It flourished in the early centuries of the Christian era. They used red sandstone. Beautiful Buddhist caves were constructed out of rocks in Maharashtra. In Andhra Pradesh, Nagarjunakonda and Amaravati became great centers of Buddhist art. The earliest panels dealing with Buddhism are found at Gaya, Sanchi, and Bharhat and belong to the 2nd century BC. Now let us look into the aspects of literature and learning. In languages, they patronized and cultivated Sanskrit literature. The earliest specimen of kavya style is found in the inscription of Rudradaman in Kathiawar in about 150 AD. From now onwards, inscriptions began to be composed in chaste Sanskrit. Ashvaghosha wrote the Buddha Charita, which is a biography of Buddha. He also composed Saundarananda, which is a fine example of Sanskrit kavya. The progress of Mahayana Buddhism led to the composition of numerous avadanas composed in what is known as the Buddhist hybrid Sanskrit. Some of the important books of this genre were the Mahavastu and the Divyavadana. Indo-Greeks introduced curtains. It came to be known as Yavanika. Now let me explain issues related to science and technology during this period. Here, Indian astronomy and astrology profited from contact with the Greeks. It is interesting to know that many Greek terms are incorporated while explaining the movement of planets in Sanskrit texts. However, there was no connection with Greeks in medicine, botany, and chemistry. The Charaka Samhita. These three subjects were dealt with by Charaka and Sushruta. The Charaka Samhita contains names of numerous plants and herbs from which drugs are to be prepared for the use of patients. Practice of making leather shoes began in India during this period. Similarly, copper and gold coins in India were struck by the Kushans is imitation of the Roman gold coins. Exchange of embassies. Embassies were sent from India to the court of Roman Emperor Augustus in AD 2728 and Roman Emperor Trajan in AD 110-20. Also working in glass during this period was especially influenced by foreign ideas. That's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thank you.